Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jerry Getching. I'm the Senior Manager for the BMO for Women team. Thank you so much for joining us for this financial forecasting workshop. I'd like to open by acknowledging that I'm greeting you from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and this land for many millennia have been traditional territories for Indigenous nations, including the Huron-Wendat, the Haudenosaunee, the Anishinaabeg, and most recently the Mississaugas of the Credit. I would also like to recognize that today across North America, we are on traditional territories of many Indigenous nations. We honor and recognize the First Peoples of these territories and ongoing contributions of Indigenous people to the vibrancy of our communities today. It is my absolute privilege today to introduce BMO's host, Jamie Doolittle, Head of Business Banking for the Central East region of the province of Ontario. Recently, the Women's Executive Network, WXN, recognized Jamie as an emerging leader on their list of most powerful women. This is a culmination of the dedication Jamie has shown supporting women entrepreneurs, in particular in the segment of trailblazers. Excuse me. Thank you so much for joining us today with your insights, Jamie.
I just realized I'm on mute. Thank you, Indira, for the wonderful introduction, and welcome everyone to this workshop. My name is Jamie Doolittle. I'm so excited that you're all here with us today to learn about financial forecasting. Before we begin, please note that there is a link in the financial forecasting template that was provided in the registration. It's currently being pasted in the chat, and optionally, we also have an Excel version of the template that can be found there as well. I invite everyone to download this template and fill in your business's 2024 projections as we guide you through the main part of the session. The goal is to provide you with time to focus on your company and an opportunity to ask questions that can help you build a robust outlook. We will have time for Q&A at the end, but please feel free to write any questions that you have in the chat and we'll get to them at the end of the session. I would like to now introduce my co-host, Heather Twasson, founder and CEO of Arena. Arena's aim is to provide businesses with fractional CFO and accounting services that range from early to growth to exit stages. After spending 20 years in banking, Heather saw a way to help entrepreneurs achieve the optimal profit margin for their companies while proactively managing their finances. Heather, thank you for leading this workshop with me today.
Thank you, Jamie. It's great to be here alongside you as we talk about financial forecasting. It is one of the best New Year's resolutions a business can put in place. So excited to get started. Let me start off by just sharing some statistics around financial forecasting. 90% of businesses do not have one. And this is astounding because oftentimes businesses will create an expense budget, but they often do not create a financial forecast, which is inclusive of your revenue and your expenses. We really believe this is why 50% of businesses fail by their 5th year. This simple exercise can actually set your path to success and hopefully create a business model, a cash flow management tool to help your business succeed past 5 years. So with 90% of businesses not having one, today is the day to put one together. They can be done in a very simplistic way, all the way up to complex. We'll talk a lot about the options of ways to put one together and ways to manage one over time. One big reason you need a financial forecast is because invoicing is getting more and more delayed in the economy. These couple of stats off to the right of the slide here it takes about 6 days after your due date on your invoice to get paid, and 61% of invoices are paid late that are more than 2 weeks past due. This is a new phenomena. About a year ago, it was in the 40% range. So as you think about managing the cash flow for your business, ensuring that you have enough cash coming in at the right time to manage all of the expense base of your business, there's no better time to be thinking about how to start to plan that. And you can do so through a financial forecast. Also, running out of capital is the second biggest reason that businesses fail. They don't plan to get capital at the time they need it. A financial forecast helps you know when you're going to need funding for your business well in advance, allowing for the underwriting time that's needed to get your business capital and to position your finances so that you get approved. And that is another core stat here, is that 16% of businesses are funded by bank loans. I actually think that stat is quite low, and the opportunity to get bank financing can be much higher in the community. But the dilemma that businesses face is they don't have and don't manage their business by a financial forecast, which is one of the main criteria for underwriting at a bank. So let me turn it over to you, Jamie, and add any other commentary around the statistics that we've pulled together for today.
Yeah, thanks, Heather. And just on that last step, I would also add that research also shows that female entrepreneurs are actually almost half as likely as their male counterparts to get bank financing. And the ones that do secure financing typically do it much later on in the business life cycle. And so I think really the key takeaway here is that earlier conversations lead to better outcomes. If you're thinking about starting or expanding your business, you think you need access to greater capital, make sure that you're having those conversations early. Talk to your support system, talk to your industry specialist, and talk to your bank. That way you can get on the right track and make the right financial decisions for your business. So earlier conversations, always